All right, the time is 4 p.m. I will call the City of Fort Atkinson Plan Commission meeting to order in person and via Zoom on Tuesday, September 23rd. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Ciccarelli?
Present.
Commissioner Kesnick?
Here.
Commissioner Shull?
Here.
Council Representative Schultz?
Here.
Director of Public Works Navin?
Here.
City Manager Houseman?
Here.
Thank you.
Okay, so under new business, the first item we have is a public hearing relating to a request for a zoning map amendment to change the zoning district for the property located at 525 Jefferson Street from urban mixed use, UMU, to medium industrial, MI. Because the public hearing is the only time that anyone will be able to speak about this matter, I will have the presentation from our Director of Building and Neighborhood Services, Jed Drager. Just present the staff report, please, and then we'll go into the public hearing.
Okay. All right, as you said, this is a proposed zoning map amendment for a 1.82 acre site located at 525 Jefferson Street. There's an existing 34,000 square foot plus or minus square foot building on there, which was previously a sales and manufacturing operation. Currently is vacant, and I believe it is for sale. The applicant is proposing a zoning map amendment from the current existing zoning of urban mixed use to medium industrial. The site is adjacent to a mix of other zoning districts. There's residential, other industrial, and then this site here, institutional with the park next door, and then this current site, which is urban mixed use. In 2013, the current owner purchased the property to our records here, and at that time was provided a letter that confirmed to be zoned central business and a general commercial at that time. During our zoning ordinance rewrite in 2020, the process was confirmed that C2 zoning, that it was the closest relatable or zoning that was on our new zoning districts was urban mixed use. And that's what it was designated as it was seen as a lateral designation, very similar to the previous one. At that time, no letters were written out because it was not seen as a down zoning situation. All other statutory requirements were complied with, and during the adoption of new zoning ordinance in 2020. Further, the property is shown as planned mixed use on the city's adopted comprehensive plan, comprehensive future land use map. This designation further aligns with the UMU zoning district as far as uses for that planned mixed use. It does not, however, align with a medium industrial designation. During the review, we have to, staff looks at the lot and the parcel itself against the proposed zoning. It does appear to meet the minimum requirements for a medium industrial site as far as lot width, setbacks, and regards to those things, impervious surface ratios. There are a couple other questions that get brought up during a zoning map review that need to be addressed. One of those questions is, does the proposed zoning map amendment advance the purposes of the zoning ordinance? Somewhat is the answer to that question, as you'll see in your staff report. The proposed zoning map amendment does protect the health, safety, morals, or at least we do not feel it has any negative impact to those. However, the amendment is inconsistent with the comprehensive plan itself. Is the map in harmony with the comprehensive plan? City staff feels that it is not. The proposed zoning map amendment is inconsistent with the comprehensive plan's future land use map designation for planned mixed use. Does the proposed zoning map amendment maintain the desired consistency of land uses? The proposed zoning map amendment is inconsistent with the comprehensive plan and several neighboring residential properties. However, there are other properties with industrial zoning within the neighborhood that should be pointed out. Does the proposed zoning amendment address any factors that are not accomplished on the current zoning map? Somewhat would be another answer there. There's a little bit of a mix. Proposed zoning map amendment would provide the site with additional industrial land use possibilities, but there are no other changing factors in this area, and the comprehensive plan envisioned this area being commercial or mixed on the future land use map. Public notice was given out per the requirements. And then looking at the comprehensive plan. Excuse me, that's a long one. Whoop. Part of the discussion, overall, the proposed zoning map amendment does not meet the requirements of the city's ordinance and is not in alignment with the adopted city plans. If an applicant were to seek a comprehensive plan amendment and it were to be adopted, the zoning map amendment could potentially be accomplished in the future. But this current time with the comprehensive plan as it stands, city staff does not feel that it is in concert with the city's comprehensive plan. So city staff recommends, I'll stop there.
All right, thank you for the staff report. So we will go ahead and open the public hearing. Is there anyone in person wishing to speak relating to the public hearing for this zoning map amendment? Okay, is there anyone on the Zoom who wishes to speak relating to this zoning map amendment? Please raise your hand and wait to be recognized, and then state your name and interest or affiliation for the record. Caroline.
Hello, I'm Caroline Verbatim. I'm at Godfrey and Kahn, and we represent the applicant, which is the Portland Company LLC.
Okay.
We just wanted to comment on two main points of the Plan Commission's memorandum. The first being the down zone comment. So in the memorandum, Plan Commission indicated that in 2020, the rezone was assigned new zoning that, quote, most closely matched the existing commercial zoning districts on the property, and that it was, quote, a direct translation between existing and proposed new. We disagree with this comment. In 2013, the zoning letter that was issued by the city of Fort Atkinson and signed by the zoning administrator noted that manufacturing was a permitted use under the zoning code, that a conditional use permit was not required, and that it was not a legal non-conforming use. The applicant relied on this zoning letter, and as the city knows, manufacturing was used before he bought the property and then after, up until about 3 months ago. The urban mixed use new zoning designation does allow for the sale and retail aspect that previously was afforded to the property. But what it does is it eliminates manufacturing, which is an integral zoning use that the property was previously afforded. The second point that we wanted to talk on is how it is inconsistent with the comprehensive plan. As we noted in the memo, the new zoning designation under the comprehensive plan is planned mixed use, which allows for commercial mixed use, residential, community facilities, and parks. But it does not require, or does not permit the manufacturing, which was previously a permitted use. If you look at the comprehensive map as a whole, however, this is in harmony with the comprehensive plan. If you look at the property that is immediately north of the 525 Jefferson Street, off of, what city is it? Lorman Street, that is zoned the general industrial, which is to be the new zoning. Also, if you look to the property immediately northeast, right off of Oak, 700 Oak, that is also general industrial. And just like we're asking with this property, it immediately abuts to planned mixed use and single family. So yes, if you look at the manufacturing does not fall in the purple designation, but if you look at the surrounding area and take the map as a whole, this does align with the nature and the use and the comprehensive plan for the area.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else on the Zoom wishing to speak during the public hearing? Second call. Third and final call. All right, the public hearing is now closed. Okay, item 3B is review and possible action relating to the minutes of the September 9th, 2025 Plan Commission meeting. Any questions or comments from the Plan Commission relating to the minutes?
Move approval.
Okay, we have a motion to approve
Second.
and a second. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Okay, that motion carries. Next item on the agenda is item 3C, review and possible recommendation to the city council relating to a zoning map amendment to change the zoning district for the property located at 525 Jefferson Street from urban mixed use to medium industrial to accommodate the future sale of the property. Mr. Drager has presented the staff report, and why don't you go ahead and present the staff recommendation, and then the plan commission can ask questions of the applicant on this matter, or excuse me, questions of city staff on this matter.
I will just point out that urban mixed zoning does allow for artisan type manufacturing. City staff recommends the denial of the zoning map amendment from UMU to medium industrial because the proposed zoning amendment is not consistent with the city's comprehensive plan. In particular, the future land use map designation of the subject property is as planned mixed use does not include industrial land uses, and thus a zoning map amendment to medium industrial would be inconsistent with the plan.
Questions for Mr. Drager from the plan commission?
Judd, can you define artisan manufacturing?
It'd be a small production shop. Jewelry, bait and tackle for that matter, would be something we would consider an artisan.
Is it limited to number of employees?
No, the actual designation does not have a set number of employees to it. I believe it's mostly based on what kind of potential negative effects it will have on the neighboring community.
Okay. Thank you.
About the zoning map page that's part of the packet for this item. I saw in gray the general industrial.
John's mic isn't on.
Sorry, what?
She's indicated that your mic wasn't on. Maybe you just need to speak a little louder or into it, because I see the green light. there.
Let's see what we can do here. Is that better?
That's better. Thank you.
Okay, good. Sorry. Okay, so I see.
I can't hear.
Okay, switching mics. There we go. I see that the land use to the north is dark gray, which is general industrial. And I've seen also in the key, the legend of this page, light industrial, which is, for example, the Clement Business Park. But I don't see medium industrial on the zoning map legend. I was curious how it differs from general industrial.
Yeah, in fairness, this comprehensive plan was, some of these were, if you look further down in the comprehensive plan, a lot of these are related to the old zoning ordinances, or zoning districts that we had. So the one that was included in the memo itself is the planning area. So that's pretty loose borders on there, but it also does have a memo in there that it should not be used for decision making. We should be using the future land use map, which is the one that we have up there. But it does, yeah, there is a designation of industrial and then the general industrial, but they're not, they aren't currently clearly identified which one that should be as far as industrial.
I see. So how does medium industrial compare to general industrial?
General industrial probably it would be a little bit heavier than that medium industrial.
Okay. My take on it for that block is that it's a parcel that's adjacent to 4 or 5 houses. It's also right across from a city park. It's kind of a transition area between the pure residential to the south and the clearly industrial to the north. I think that the planned mixed use is appropriate for that block for that reason. Also, I can see in the future possible activation of the railroad line as a continuation of the city's trail. So that the nature of the properties has to balance, industrial with sort of community residential neighborhood serving uses. That's my take on it.
Thank you. Any other questions for Mr. Drager before the Plan Commission discusses the matter? Okay, thank you. Now for discussion amongst the Plan Commission.
I guess if I'm trying to understand a little bit better, like there's generally to request a zoning change, like the building is already there. Generally the zoning change we see when someone wants to develop the land into something else or develop the property into something else. I guess is that the underlying request or is it pure like I'm trying to understand how rezoning this aids in the sale of the property, like the intent behind this request.
So per the application, it looks like they're just seeking the greatest amount of flexibility in the use of the property. And that
Hmm.
would include industrial type uses. So
Okay.
you are correct, though, Commissioner Schultz, that that typically zoning map amendments are requested for a change in actual use, not just to allow for greater flexibility or to provide for or assist in the sale of a property. This is Caroline, I'm sorry, but this is time for the Plan Commission. There was the public hearing was earlier. Thank you. Any other questions or comments from the Plan Commission on this? The staff recommendation is to recommend denial of the zoning map amendment to the Plan Commission. With any sort of recommendation from this body, it will still go to the City Council for review. So I would entertain a motion from the Plan Commission relating to this item.
I move to deny.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on the floor to recommend that the City Council deny this zoning map amendment based on its inconsistency with the city's comprehensive plan. Is that accurate, Commissioner Kesnick
Yes.
and Commissioner Sicarelli?
Yes.
Thank you. Any questions, comments, or debate by the Plan Commission on this matter?
Again, as I said earlier, I think that the two purple blocks to the right of the railroad, to the left of Jefferson and south of Lorman are appropriately purple. I just think it's the right transition area for the city with everything that goes on in the northeast quadrant of the city.
Thank you. We do have a motion and a second on the floor. All those in favor of the recommendation to the City Council for denial, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, that motion does carry. This will go to the City Council at their next meeting, which will be October 7th, with a negative recommendation from the Plan Commission. However, I will note that the City Council is represented through the Plan Commission or on the Plan Commission with Councilmember Eric Schultz. However, that is an independent body from this body. So moving on to item 3D, we have review and possible action relating on a site plan review for an addition at Jones Dairy Farm located at 800 Jones Avenue. This is site plan review 2025-25. Mr. Drager.
Yes, thank you. So Jones Dairy Farm, this is their main plant to the northwest of Rockwell Avenue. They're proposing a relatively small addition. It's about 342 square feet, and then the total area of disturbance is around 3,000 square feet. This is pretty small in comparison to the site itself. And city staff did not feel that any stormwater management procedures need to be done, as what they are pulling up is already impervious surface and just being replaced with the impervious surfaces. There are also some outside mechanicals that'll be out there facing Janesville Avenue, but they will be proposed to be appropriately screened with vegetation and fencing. Landscaping points have been met, as well as the building design itself is retaining the brick structure similar to the rest of the manufacturing plant. Like I said, the small addition, only the addition itself is considered when looking at this site plan, as that's the only part that comes under review. It is meeting the ordinances as far as fencing standards and landscaping, exterior building design. There's no change proposed for exterior lighting or storage and screening other than for that mechanical equipment that'll be alongside the facing Janesville Avenue. No public notice is required for site plan review. City staff does believe this is in concert with the comprehensive plan, as this area is clearly defined as industrial on the future land use map. As you can see, it is very similar to the existing structure that is there, a continuation of that brick. So they went above and beyond with the design features of the building itself. As far as that goes, city staff recommends approval of the site plan with any conditions that the plan commission asked for. I'll be welcome any questions.
Thank you, Mr. Drager. Is the addition is shown on the screen right now in the red brick? Is that
Correct.
accurate? Okay,
Yes.
and there is an overhead door on one of the elevations?
Yep, and that is facing the west towards the interior of the lot.
Okay, and that matches the existing overhead doors on the other adjacent?
I would suspect, but I do not know that for sure.
Okay.
So the previous page has a view from the public side of things, correct?
Yes, and that's where you will see that fence screening.
So as you're passing along Janesville Avenue or down the Glacial River Trail, this is more or less what you'd see as far as the changes.
That is correct.
Any other questions for Mr. Drager about this project? Well, I, for one, am happy to always see Jones Dairy Farm continue to invest in their location here in Fort Atkinson. If there are no other questions, the Plan Commission is welcome to discuss or make a motion.
Move approval.
I second.
We have a motion and second on the floor. Any final questions or comments from the Plan Commission? Okay, hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. Item 3E is review and possible recommendation to the City Council relating to an extraterritorial certified survey map for the property located at W6184 Star School Road. This is CSM 2025-06. Mr. Drager.
Yes, thank you. So this is a proposal to break off a 2-acre residential parcel off of an existing 40.8 acre parcel by the current owner. There is a existing or proposed easement for a driveway there. This is within the 3-mile extraterritorial boundary and also inside the 1.5, which is why it is here before you today. Any property that falls within that 1.5 miles is reviewed and recommended by the Plan Commission and then reviewed and approved by the City Council if appropriate. Anything outside that 1.5 is a staff review. However, they do go through the same review process from staff perspective, looking at our land division ordinance. It is overall meeting the ordinance. One thing that is pointed out in the memo, our city ordinance does require dedication of roadways. This, however, does not dedicate the roadway of Star School Road. Staff did reach out to the town of Koshkonong and the county on their perspective of this matter, and they do not require it from their perspective. So staff does recommend that that requirement is waived from this. This will be reviewed on each application that comes forward and brought forth and reviewed with the town of Kashnan and the county on an individual basis from here on out. But it does not seem to be a part of their ordinance. This would, of course, remain a significant part of any property that's potentially could impact the growth of the city or would be within the city limits. That would be a different situation. But overall, staff recommends Plan Commission recommend to the city council to waive the requirement for the road dedication and approve the certified survey map. I'd welcome any questions you have.
Any questions for Mr. Drager from the Plan Commission? When I was reviewing it, it looks really, really far away from the city. And then you say, oh, well, actually,
It's not that far.
it's not that much further out from our long-range urban growth area to the south, relating to our business park on the south side there. Any other questions for Mr. Drager? Do we know the applicant's intent for creating this lot?
I believe they plan to put a home on it.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Drager. Any discussion amongst the Plan Commission on this matter? Okay, hearing none, I would entertain a motion to recommend approval to the City Council and waiving the requirement for the road dedication.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any final discussion, thoughts by the Plan Commission on this matter? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Okay, that motion carries. Next item on the agenda is update on previously approved projects. I would be happy to answer any questions about projects that the Plan Commission may have. Just a couple quick updates off the top of my head. We have not gotten site plans for the Industrial Flex Building in the Clement Business Park. However, they do intend to begin construction in spring of '26, so we would anticipate getting those plans within the next few months. And we also follow up regularly on that matter. Other items, Ridgeview Estates continues construction on the 87-unit apartment building, and the townhomes are continuing. We sold some single-family lots, so we're hopeful that that will start as well. The Habitat for Humanity project is well under construction over on Schumacher and McMillan, and all of the Maple Grove subdivision lots have been sold. So, and I believe we've got a couple of fresh building permits out there, and we would anticipate all 6 lots being under construction at some point this fall. Any questions from Plan Commission and any other matters?
I don't know if it was ever a city project reviewed, but I was curious what the road construction is along Janesville Avenue in the vicinity of Allen Creek and the business park.
Yeah, thank you for that. That is a question that a lot of people have asked us. It's not a city project, and that is no longer a connecting highway or state road. So I believe it is a town of Kashkanan project, and it is just general maintenance. They are not changing anything. If they are, we'll have to reach out and talk to them. But it's our understanding that it's just a maintenance project. So thank you.
I have a couple questions, Rebecca.
Sure.
On a couple other properties that have gone before the Plan Commission. And I'm just wondering about activity. McGee's Chicken. Any updates on that property?
No, there is not an update there.
Okay. And the Blackhawk building, Blackhawk, not the fitness building, but the,
The senior living,
yes.
there's no update on that project either.
Okay, so there is no activity on the main floor of that as far as retail
think-
moving into that space?
I think the folks at the chamber through the Boost Fort Atkinson are working with the property owner, but we have not received any permit applications or anything of that nature yet for that
Okay.
for that project.
I did notice a dumpster out there being
Yep.
Sorry.
There was a John's disposal dumpster there for several days, quite a lot of material moving out. It looked like beds and beddings that may be associated with the upper floors, but I was curious.
I
he
noticed
did-
that too, John.
The individual there did submit a dumpster permit to do a clean out. So as far as we know, there's just some cleanup going on in that first floor.
Which hopefully is making its way for something additional
Mm.
in the future.
Yes, that would be nice. All right, thank you.
All right. If no one else has any questions, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 We are adjourned at 4:30 PM. Thank you, everybody.